forward bending can be challenging. And so what I want to go over in this tutorial is this concept of hinging from the hips, okay? A lot of times for students, because we're stiff, right? You come into a forward bend, let's say you're moving like this, and you sort of reach forward, and it looks something like this, and is not that pleasant, okay? And definitely not that pleasant if you have a vulnerability in your lower back. When I say hinge from the hip, instead of just, reaching for your feet like this, I mean hinge from the hip, right? And then you've got this extension. It's not just reach forward, but can you extend up and then eventually come forward? Okay, so just as a visual, that's the distinction. Now, if you're stiff, what I just showed is it's not possible yet. Okay, and so to get a taste of what this means, what it means to hinge from the hip, I want you to try the pose seated higher and really high, like on a chair. Okay, so place the chair against a wall so that it won't slide back, and then have a strap. I don't think you're gonna need the strap, but just in case, you can have it nearby. I'm just placing it on my lap here, and then you're gonna sit on the edge of your chair here. So it's like the crease under my buttock is just at the front edge of the chair. I'm not really, like this would be seated on the chair. I'm not really seated. I'm just at the very front edge there. Okay, I'm gonna kind of lean a little forward here just to really insist that I'm just on the edge. And then you can see my feet are flexed. And then you're gonna come forward here by hinging at the hip. Okay, so come forward. This buttock flesh comes with you. Let this lift up and then reach for your big toes. See if you can get a grip with your middle finger and index finger, and now go for that extension that I previously showed. With straight arms, lift yourself upward and forward and upward. Slide the shoulder blades down your back, yes, and then pull yourself forward. And see if you can get that length starting right down by the hips, by the side waist here. Eject the side trunk more and more, forward and up. Okay, this is hinging at the hips. This buttock flesh has to come with you and then reach forward. Okay, if I were to be seated on the chair, it would be, more, I can't even show it in this position, but like I showed on the floor. All right, and then you can release, come back up, bend your knees, pause. If you were not able to reach your big toes, right? You're on the edge of the chair, you come forward and you still can't reach, right? There's some stiffness, you can't reach, then you have the strap and you can lasso the strap around your feet here and hold. But understand the idea is to walk your hands closer and closer to your feet and absolutely straighten those arms. Okay, pull back against yourself. Like so. Okay, you can also work with your legs a little wider. Sometimes that's going to help as well. And then lastly, for this idea, this concept, I mentioned in a previous tutorial what to do if you hyperextend in your knees. And so when you're seated up on this much height, if you have that tendency, it may very well show up. And so you want to, again, put something in behind the lower leg there so you prevent it. So for example, something like this. Right, just a little bit of resistance at the back of the calf, like so. And then again, you can even do Urdhva Hastasana, lift up, hinge forward, take hold of the toes, pull forward and up, slide those shoulder blades down your back. Yeah, and I would first work for a while with this extension, and then finally After you've maximized the length here through the side body, you can bend the elbows, reach them forward, exhale, and head down. Okay, very different experience in this forward bend as compared to on the floor, right? There's just you know, gravity's working in your favor here. Yeah. Okay, and then on the way out, you want to come out through the concave position and then up the way you went in. Okay? Play around with it. See how you make out.